Hey everybody, Scroft here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. Welcome back to the small holding series. In the last episode, we basically spent money that we didn't have. We've got a few things on finance. And you can see that it's dropped down. But we did get the roller. We also got a feed mixer. And we got 5 more cows. And we did some rolling. And you can see the grass has actually gone to where I wanted it to go. So that's like growth stage 2. So even though it was like the chopped kind of texture, we then rolled it down. It doesn't actually take another growth stage to get to ready to harvest. So that's really good news because we're saving money on fertilizer by doing the rolling. And you can see that I've jumped into May, which was only the next in-game day. And I was going to skip all the way through to when we do the harvest. But the problem is I haven't got the money. I haven't got the money to do it. We're going to have to do some contracts. I said it was going to be difficult after purchasing. Well, we've got the roller, as you've just seen. We've got that on a 6-month finance option. So it's going to be from April to October. Can do maths. There we go. Yeah, April to October. This is on a 2-year, so that's going to be painful for quite some time. And we also got the feed mixer that we got on a 12 months. So that's going to be next April. So it's going to be difficult for at least 12 months, I'd say, where we're going to need to bring in cash. Contracts are going to be a big thing to get this going, but we had to do it because I needed a feed mixer. I wanted to invest in things that are bringing us more cash. So let's have a quick look at the finances. We'll go into the contracts that I've chosen in a second. But let's have a look at this. Yeah, finances. So you can see that we spent $8,290 on new vehicles. Some of that was like just initial kind of fees and stuff like that. Obviously, the new livestock that we got. The property maintenance only $196, but we did well with milk, but we still had a loss there of $10,000. In fact, we've had a loss every month, really, but nothing kind of to worry about. Like this end here, I'm not too fussed about. Obviously, this one here, though, is really worrying because I've done absolutely nothing, but it was expected. The loan interest isn't actually that bad. Wage payments we can avoid. I mean, we can do that, so it's not too much of an issue. But I don't mind using it, especially on contracts and stuff. If we focus on one and use the worker to do something else to bring in money that's going to allow us to buy this stuff and keep going through. The only thing I don't want to do with contracts is lease out the equipment. I want to use my own. But let's have a look here. So we've got a bit of milk to sell, so that's going to be some income. But as you can see, it's $8,000 every month. So we need to make sure we got $8,000, which we currently haven't got. So I'd like to get up to around 16. So it gives me 2 months, so I can go to June, then July. And then I'm going to have to do some more contracts and just get our way through to the harvest, but also get away to October when the first kind of finance option finishes, which is the roller. And obviously we can just keep going through. It's just going to be difficult, but as long as we've got the money to pay for it, we can keep cracking on. I never want to go into minus, and we're going to have to work hard. And the good thing about contracts is they are present. You know, we've got some good contracts on offer. There's even big ones that would give us a real good, influx cash. But I think I've picked 3 good ones to do in this episode. We've got one in field 3, which is just really close to us. We're going to do mowing in that, so I think I'm going to get the Massey on that one. I'm trying to think, should we do the mowing and then maybe kind of help out? Because this one's going to be a big one to do. That is basically a weeding job, and we've got the equipment to do it. But, I mean, it's good money, you see. And even field 33, that's a big field, but I think, like, even though 10 doesn't look big there, it's from experience, that is a big field. so it's going to take time. But good thing about it is the hoe is about 6 meters. So it's a decent size tool to get through these fields. And I think at the end, we're going to have, 7,000 there, about just under 10,000 from all this. So we'll be sitting at 14. And that's good enough for me to go through an extra month. But when you think about it, 8,000 every month, it's a lot of contracts we're going to have to try and get through. I mean, we could have a look at the ones on offer. I'd love to do this bale wrapping one because that'd be good money, but I haven't got a bale wrapper, so I'd have to get one or lease it out. Don't want to lease out for contracts. That's the one thing. So I do need to get a bale wrapper at some point. Cultivating, we have got a cultivator, but it's very small. So doing like that field, for example, would be a bit of a challenge. Doing this one would be straightforward. I don't want to do any deadwood jobs or fertilizer because it costs money. Hoeing, though, we can do. Like that would be a really good contract, but it's a massive field again. Field 30 is a huge field again. That would be a big task. I feel our best shout is probably mowing jobs. Like that one, maybe too much. I think baling has to be one because last time round baling was such a good contract for us to do because it didn't take horrendous amount of time, and we've got a good baler and the right equipment for it. So I think baling contracts, when we see them, we're going to have to jump at them. But these three here, like I could easily put these three in the tiny fields that we can, make about close to £2,000 there. So that's an option. Don't want to do that. And we haven't technically got a weeder, we've got a hoe. So I don't know if I chose that, I wouldn't actually recognise that I'm doing it. But again, it's good money. But they are massive fields. So I think we look out for things like baling. I think we look out for mowing, and I think we look out for these hoeing contracts. I mean, I'd love to do maybe that's 27 acres, that's 50 acres, so it's a big difference in size. But I think for 8,000, that's like 1 month, basically. That one job will pay off all my bills for 1 month. I've got a lot of bills at the moment. But let's get into it. It's going to take time. I mean, I can give you a bit of a rundown on the cows quickly, because we are producing more milk. We're actually at the point where we can go sell some, but I'm going to hold on to it, just like I am for the eggs. The main reason for that is it's only one trip. I don't want to use a worker. It'll cost money to use the worker to do that, even though I could use auto drive and kind of not have to pay much money for it. But I think there's no point in me selling that in one trip. I'll wait till it's about 3 trips or something. We're obviously producing more. You can see that they've hardly consumed any TMR as well. So, I mean, I do think the feed consumption on the cows is probably lower than it should be, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's get set up to go. First thing we're going to need to do is get the Mattxjs to move out that front loader attachment so we can get to the weeder. Ooh, I drove into that. And then we also need to get the Mattxjs hooked up to that mower. And we'll get the ball rolling with, basically, the AI worker. Need to get it sorted out with that and just crack on and try and get some cash in, and we can jump to the next in-game day. We're getting close to harvest as well. We are, we're in May, so there's not too many months left. So if we can just get to that harvest and also get to October, I think is really important, because that's going to be the first month where we pay off one of the first kind of financed items, and then we just have to go another 6 months, and I think then we're doing pretty good, hopefully. Right, so let's just bob this on an angle in here. And then we can just get attached to the mower. Ready to go. I mean, we could do the mowing, but I think we should focus on the weeding, to be honest. I think with it being the two main contracts, I think it only makes sense to do that. We'll get the AI worker on this, because it is going to take money from us by doing it. Just about get through here. There we go. Yeah, it is going to take money from us by using a worker. So I don't want it to be in the bigger fields, because I'd rather put the work in. Do a time-lapse, do a jump cut. It doesn't have to be a long episode, but it's got to be something that I actually showcase. Yeah. Let's have a quick look. Before we get into that field, let's just have a quick look over here. I have finally removed the gate and put it on this side. So now, if we do put a shed here, which you've probably noticed if you've got a keen eye, that the water tank that was there has gone. Done that in GE. So we can put the shed there that's going to eventually store the bales, and I don't want it kind of turning in and then blocking us with the gate. So I've put it on the outside. And also, the wheat looks really good, doesn't it? Like, I really like that texture in that stage. I think it looks superb. And we're growing. We're getting there. It's growth stage 6. So let's have a look really at this. Harvest season's technically going to be like July for us. So we've got to get through May. We've got pay that month, which is 8,000. Then we'll have to pay that. So we need 16,000 just to get to the harvest. I know that sounds crazy, because I'm probably not even going to make 16,000 from the harvest, to be honest. But we are buying equipment that we need. Like, we really did need a feed mixer. We also need that roller because it's a wise investment, and we also needed some cows, and I would like to get another 6 to get me to that 20 mark. That's the target, because I still think that making milk, making goat's milk, making wool from sheep is going to be a really good passive income that we don't need to do much but put some graft in to get, because we can just work hard, make the feed required, and go from there. I mean, look at the size of field 3 now. It's still a big field. It is. It really does look... It's quite misleading when you look at the map and then see a field size. It is very misleading because that is a big field. But as long as we get it mowed and earn some cash, I'm very happy. So let's go with... Oh, please don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that. I think it's not going to notice... If it should notice field 3, it's already there. Am I not in the boundary of the field? Is that what it is? I'm hoping so. I can use course play. Yeah, there we go. So that was me faffing about as always. We'll start on the headlands, but I'm going to do a load of headland rows here. I'm going to do more headland passes because I feel like it speeds up the process. So let that carry on and crack on with it. Just make sure it starts first. It's the best thing to do. See that I've removed the collisions out on the wall. I did a video that actually dropped today when I'm recording this that shows how to remove the collisions. So if you do use a worker, it shouldn't get tied up on anything. But there we go. We are mowing. We're at 1% already, so I'm happy about that. But let's get this out and go and tackle. Yeah, and go tackle one of this. This is going to be interesting. It's going to take a lot of time, but I'm glad I'm using something that's 6 meters because in the grand scheme of things, I think that's a decent sized tool for this, you know, small holding setup. I think we'll start. Let's try and think which field to start on. Let's go and start on field 10. It's a big field. It's going to take time. Both of them are going to take time. But yeah, let's go start on field 10. It's the closest one. But the sooner we get the ball rolling on this, the sooner we can bring in that money. Let's do 5 headland passes. We'll start about here, but what crop is this? Soybeans. Fair play. It's fully fertilised as well. It's just got some weeds growing, and they're only small weeds. So really, we don't even need to use a hoe technically, but it is what it is. You know, it's a straightforward job. It's just time consuming. You know, and 6 meters, like you look at it now in this field size and you think, yeah, this is going to take a long time. But we'll get it done. We will. Hopefully we can get both of them done. I would like to have a worker going in that one whilst we're doing this because we'd be really efficient with the time. But this is what's needed. So I think what I'm going to do is stick on a podcast, maybe a bit of music, crack on with this, and let's bring in this cash. We need it. We want to pay off the items that we've purchased. They're only going to do good things for us.
Get up and get down before too long. Tell us right from wrong. White light shining brighter than the sun. Off track like an asteroid on the run. New skin, but it's so identical to the same old song. This is it. These are the dreams that stuff is made from. This is it. This is matter over mind. This is it. These are the dreams that stuff is made from. This is it. This is matter over mind. I don't wanna be remembered. I just wanna be ready. Yeah, yeah. I don't wanna be remembered. I just wanna be redeemed. This is it. These from a gun. Won't somebody tell me what the hell is going on? Hold on, 'cause the earth is turning, stars shooting and forests burning. The savior is not returning, she's long, long gone. This is it, these are the dreams that stuff is made from. This is it, this is matter over mind. I don't wanna be remembered, I just wanna be redeemed. Yeah, yeah. I don't wanna be remembered, I just wanna be redeemed. This is it, these are the dreams that stuff is made from. This is it, this is matter over mind. I don't wanna be remembered, I just wanna be redeemed by the white light.
My God, that really needs a clean. Look at that now. It's bad. Man, it's been busy though. In fact, right, I'm calling the worker out now. I've paid money for a sloppy job. It was awful. I'm in 2,748 as well. From now on, we're using Courseplay. We're using Courseplay and we're not paying them anything because they're shocking. Like the amount of money that worker's just taking off me. I'm having a rant now. This is a full-on AI worker rant. You overcharged me for a shoddy job. That grass field was bloody awful and I had to fix that. So I should ask for my money back. I should. I'm just, yeah. Rage and all that stuff. But no, what? How am I paying that much money? You must have seen it in the time lapse. That grass field was awful. And that's probably going to be like one hell of a time lapse. And I'll try and make it a reasonable length. But honestly, that grass field was horrendous. And I'm going to have to look at the finances here because I feel like, yeah, look at this. $2,000 they've taken off me. $2,000 to basically miss loads of bits. So we're not using AI workers like that anymore. We're using Courseplay. We're putting the wage down to absolutely nothing. And then when we've got a bit of money to spare, we can do that. Because I can't believe that I've lost 2,000 when I'm in dire need for money. It's annoying. It's annoying. But I've had my rant and I feel better. So it's had to be done. But I finished off the grass field because I saw the mess that was going on. And I thought, no, I'm going to have to do that. And I've done a really good job. I even carried on after its contract finished to make sure, I did the final headland pass going back on myself. And it looks pretty good. Did all the weeding in the first field, that big field 10. And the guy out in this field is right at the end of it, 99%. And do you know what? Didn't do a bad job in that. Not bad at all, really. So yeah, I'll let him have the win for that. But look, I can't even leave them bits. I'm gonna have to do that as well. So let's do this. We're gonna make money. That's the main thing. I can't believe we've spent £2,000 though on them workers. They charge a lot of cash, don't they? And I feel like the skill doesn't match the amount you pay for. But I had to have a rant about it. I had to. I feel bad now that I've had a go at an AI worker that's not even real. I mean, that's just typical. I'm starting to have guilt for rowing at with myself, like as you do. It's too much of the farm, man. That's what it is. I'm just so used to talking to myself now. I don't know. But we're done. That's the main thing. We're done. I could go and mow something. I mean, that field there's been mowed. Is that still the field? I think that's still the one I mowed, maybe, or it's jumped up. But I feel like I should do another contract now for £2,000 just to make up for the amount that I've just spent on workers, because that is so expensive. I mean, I could just get some mowing done or something, but I think I'll leave it. I think I'll just go through to the next month. We'll do that in this episode because it's been a bit of a strange one where I'm, busy working, but it's mainly just been time lapses Yeah, it's mainly just been in a time lapse, so it's a strange one. Look at the dog. It's just randomly walking through that grass field. I don't think that dog knows what a leash is. It's just, it roams anywhere it wants. I mean, I love the freedom that it's got. I do. Anyway. We're going to make quite a bit of money. That's the most important bit. After all this faffing about, we're going to make money. We need to wash this equipment off, though. Tractor especially. Going to probably need to fuel up. I do think I'm going to have to do some more contracts. Yeah, some more contracts just to get through to the harvest. Because 8,000 a month, that is a lot of money. For us on this small holding, on hard difficulty, it's almost cruel. But it's self-inflicted. So no sympathy is allowed on that one. Right. Let's do the most important bit. Let's bring in this cash that we've just worked hard on. Field 10 completed. We'll collect that. Thank you very much. We'll also collect Field 33. And we'll also collect Field 3, which is the one that's just scandalous for the amount of time it took it. And let's see where we are. We're 12,000. Now, we'll be at 4,000. Be at 4,000, won't we, after 1 month? But we've got to get to 2 months. So we really need to make £4,000 here just to get to the harvest in the next episode. And I'm definitely going to do the harvest in the next episode because I've said that a few times now. So let's have a look. Let's see what we've got. £4,000. Or maybe 5. I'd say about 5. Anything like them. Because we could go and do Field 30 for 8,000. That might be a good idea because we want a bit of extra cash, don't we, after it? We've got a big mowing contract here, but that'll take a long time. Just trying to think now, what would be the best thing to do? Balings are the best ones. We want to keep an eye out for the baling, but I'm going to do this one. I'm going to go and do Field 30, do a big jump cut, get this sorted out because I need the money and I want to go to the next harvest, and I think it's just the wisest thing to do. So let's put some fuel in this. Let's put some fuel in it. And we'll go get this sorted out. I blame the AI worker. Even though it's not their fault. I'm still blaming them. But wish me luck, everybody. I'll get through this. It's just a long contract. I did it. I finally got there. I've even progressed up to July, and yeah, the next few episodes are pretty much set. Oh man, that took so long. It really did. We've got some good things that have happened though, and you can see the money's shot back down. 2,791 already. It's insane. But let's have a quick look at the finances. You can see this month is when I did all the contracts, ended up with about 20,000, an extra 8 on top to the 12. First month we've had a profit for a long time. So 6,900 that much, which is what left us at 20,000 because we already had a negative over here of 8,000 for the repayments we're putting in. But yeah, we're doing well. Like, this is the true month because when I finished the contract at the end of May, I skipped 2 months. So £8,000 have been taken off. But that's the true cost there every month of what we need to pay. It will jump down by about £2,000 in October, and then another probably 2,000-3,000 maybe 6 months after that. So we've got a difficult 12 months, I'm going to say. We'll get through it because contracts are going to help us out. I think I'd be completely lost, or I'd have to take a loan out. And then at that point, I may as well just have taken a loan out instead of paying the finance costs, which is something I could have just done. But it is what it is. But yeah, 8,865. The good thing about it, though, is we are now in July. And if we have a quick look, the harvest is ready. So next episode, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get through and harvest this field. I'm going to store it in the shed, sell it at the best time because we need the money, as you've probably gathered. I've cleaned off all the tractors and equipment. I've left the mower out for a good reason because we're going to need to do that as well. But if we have a look in here, you can probably notice something. We've had 9 little calves, which is excellent. And I forgot all about the calves, like I did. Just forgot about the calves. So yeah, we've now got quite a lot of cows in here, but they're not going to consume much, and they're not going to produce milk until 18 months anyway. So it's it's not amazing, obviously, for that reason, but the potential's there. 9 more cows producing milk is a big thing. It really is a big thing. Makes me think, like, at some point we might have to start selling them because we don't want to get too many in there. An outdoor pasture would sort that out. It would help out at least. But I think that's a long way off. We've got to tackle these payments before we even think about doing anything else. I've got to buy the stuff that I've kind of leased out or financed out, should I say. So I actually own it because that's 2 years that one is. And yeah, it might have been better just to do, like, it probably would have been better to just do the contracts, buy the things, but we've done it this way and we're learning. But the grass is ready to mow, so that's another job we're going to do. Probably the episode after that, we'll be doing silage bales. We really need silage bales for the TMR mix. And yeah, we'll get rolling again after it. So next episode's harvest. Episode after that, we'll do some silage bales. I think that sets us up. As long as we do it all in July, we don't have to pay another 8,000 out. I think the next 2 episodes are all going to be in July day 1. July day 2, we'll do a contract to get to that 8-9 grand mark. Then we can move forward every month. It's going to be busy. I'll have a quick look at the contracts now because we want to look for any baling ones. Like that one's a perfect baling job. I mean, 11,000 for that. We could actually accept that. And that could be what takes us forward to the next month because, yeah, we can accept that because that's 38 hours in game. And if we do the harvesting and then the baling in this in-game day, the next game day, we can do that contract. So I'm going to accept that one, definitely. It's a really good one to get. And then just trying to think if anything else stands out. I've done enough of this, done enough of them. Don't want anything to do with them anymore. Not for a bit. That's a good mowing one. But I personally think that Field 5 is probably a better mowing one to do, like this one. But we don't need that one yet. Hopefully we get some more baling contracts come through because they're the ones that really do make money. And we can kind of fly through them. It's good cash. Let's actually just jump over to Field 11 before we end the episode, just to see what it is. It's probably going to be grass. No, it's not. It is a field of sorghum with rows that are, yeah. I mean, if that is that the harvested sorghum texture, that's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? You can't really see much. Yeah. Ooh. So, well, I hope we see the actual straw that's been left there. It's a weird one. Definitely a weird one. But that's a problem for a few episodes' time. You know, to think about it, it's probably like 3 episodes. So we got 2 in between then this. So, yeah. Plenty of time to kill before that and plenty of jobs to do. But on that note, I'm going to leave the video there. It's funny because the episode won't be long for you to watch. But for me, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes of gameplay there. So it was a lot of work to do them contracts, but I'm glad I did it. And think about it, we're paying off 3 items. That's all we're paying off, 3 items. And we still need a bale wrapper. And we need that, not for the next episode, but for the one after it. But we'll tackle that. We'll have to come up with a plan for that. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. See you, everybody.